Hello and welcome, my Monopoly Railroad hoarders. How you doing on this wonderful day? It's Chris here, and we've got something sort of interesting for you. Now, obviously, there's 4 tack shooters on the map, but there's also 4 people playing this game. So big shout out to LJ, Jack, and Delusion for helping me in this game right here. Obviously, I appreciate when people come and help me out like this. If you guys are interested in possibly playing co-op with me or doing something like this, make sure you join the Discord in the link below. Nice. It's a way to kind of communicate with me every once in a while. I'm not always there, but I do hop in every once in a while. So anyways, we've got 4 delicious tack shooters going on right now. Now, we kind of split them up a little bit further than I would have really liked. I kind of wanted to bunch them all together, but honestly, it looks cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get 4 specific tack shooters. 4 Inferno Rings. In fact, you guys probably knew that from the thumbnail, but it's okay. So believe it or not, I think one of the more underused tack shooters that's actually pretty good is the top path tack shooter. The third path even, I mean the third tier even. This guy's pretty good. Now, we struggled a little bit on round 40 here. Oh my god, almost lost the game right there, but we're going to keep on pushing on. We're going to keep on pushing through here, boys. The third tier tack shooter, I mean, the only problem with it is if you want to go for faster shooting, then you kind of sacrifice the range for a ring of fire. So it's kind of like a jumble of what upgrades you should actually be getting here. But don't forget you can power these guys up in a lot of ways. An alchemist, a monkey village, and all the other random stuff that you can kind of just get for sort of on the cheap. To increase the pop and power quite drastically here. So we keep on pushing through. We're already on round 48. We're jumping through very quickly. A lot of editing went into this video. We played about 40 minutes of content for you guys, and I got it down to about 12 minutes. So we're going to be jumping through very quickly, so pay attention here, guys. So we're going to jump into going for the Ring of Fire. All right, which, in my opinion, is also one of the more underused towers in the game. It's really good. The only thing it kind of sucks against is, like, round 63. It, like, loses against big rushes of balloons. But when you get 1 or 2 of them, they're almost unstoppable. They can pop Moab-class balloons. They can stop balloons. They just annihilate everything. They're pretty awesome. So now we've got 2 of these bad boys. We're going to try and get 4 of them for you right now. So, 4 Ring of Fire is right in the middle of it. I feel like this map was literally perfect for this. It does it at a diagonal, so we can put all of our stuff kind of in the middle here, kind of jumble it up all together, on top of being sort of a fun map for tack shooters to actually be used. Because I feel like this is one of those maps where you really don't think about using tack shooters, but it just ends up being pretty good if you use them properly. So the next question is Inferno Ring. Now, Inferno Ring is another tower that I think we don't use all that often in this game. And I think, again, we are underutilizing the Inferno Ring. Too much underutilizing, guys. I feel like I'm trying to act smart here, saying utilization, like I'm, giving you guys like a presentation or something like that, and how to, how we need to increase the money that we make off of our railroads. We need to utilize these railroads better. But the Inferno Ring is pretty freaking great because the balloons you can pop are redonkulous, and then you've also got that Inferno Blast that shoots across the map, all the way across the map to hit anything you want, and it does devastating amounts of damage to those big class balloons. So those oh my gods and bad balloons, which are usually like super duper strong against an Inferno Ring, are no longer super duper strong against them. So it ends up being wonderful. So, as far as strategy goes, obviously money is kind of important for us, so what we did was we ended up going for a triple Benjamin strategy, and not a quad Benjamin strategy, because I forgot to get Benjamin. I have Adora still, because, kind of in love now, guys. I mean, we're kind of a thing. I don't know if you guys know that or not. We're like, I don't tell Amanda, alright? Don't tell Amanda. Okay, me and Adora, we're tight, alright? We're cool with each other. I mean, right now we're just friends, but who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, the first Inferno Ring of the game. It's wonderful, guys. It fits the railroad here perfectly on the bottom. The top, it doesn't really fit perfectly, but it still overlaps a little bit. And then when I get my Inferno Ring on the top here, it's going to be like we have literally an Inferno Ring railroad. That's exactly what's going on here. So this is our second Inferno Ring in the game, and you can tell already, this is round 77. The balloons don't even get on the screen. As soon as they get anywhere near the Inferno Ring, it's done. They're just gone. Here we go. Oh, a third Inferno Ring, man. Let's go for 4 here, baby. Now, I don't know if this has been done before, but I gotta say that I have been very impressed with the Inferno Ring combo here for us. So Jack's the last one that needs the Inferno Ring. He's got 41K going over there. He needs like another 10 grand. Look at these balls just flying around all over the place. It gets pretty ridiculous, doesn't it? they're just running around all over the map trying to find something to pop or killing everything so easily they can't even find something to pop. But that's how good of a job we're doing. Now we're on round 78, and normally on round 78 you don't afford 4 Inferno Rings. Well, I get that, but this is the normal end of a game. Round 80 is the end. You beat the Zone My God, boom, you win the game. So we want to see how well can we actually pop around 79 and 80 here with our 4 Inferno Rings. We finally got them, and now it's time to kind of get rid of all of our other support towers. We really don't need them anymore. The money is good. I mean, we got all these farms going around. We even had a bottom path monkey village over there to give us some extra cash flow. I've got my heli pilot over here and everything. I don't really need this thing except for to alchemize, to get buffs for these things. So what we want to do is we want to alchemize these mofos, but I can't really fit them. Oh no. So sad. So we're going to have to pop this guy in here, but it's, again, round 81. Bloop, kill this thing. No problem. We're going into free play now. Look at the Inferno Rings when they finally get full blast going. It's just, it's unbelievably powerful. Like I said, I thought one of these guys was good, but 4 of these guys is unstoppable. Nothing is going to get through our game here. There's no way we could possibly lose this game, right? 0 chance of us possibly losing this game. DDTs just got smoked. Straight up smoked, bruh. Trying to get hip with the kids these days. I've heard that I posted my... If you guys don't know, some of you people that might watch my videos that might not follow my community page, I post random questions on there every once in a while, and we kind of just vote on them. Really, really random question. One of the questions I asked was, how hip is my vocabulary? I shouldn't even say hip. How cool is my vocabulary? And people generally said that it was okay. I'm like right in the middle of like cool vocabulary, but I don't say bruh enough. That was one of the main things that they said. They say bruh a lot, and I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, round 94. Oh yeah, like I said, we can't lose this game. There's 0 chance of us losing this game, guys.
That is not.
Let's pretend that didn't happen. we completely forgot we don't have purple popping power. Whoops! We have only Inferno Rings. That's only fire. Purple balloons are immune to fire. Yep. It happened. It happened, guys. I think we were too confident in the ownage of our Inferno Rings that we forgot about something as silly as that. But once we get a 3rd tier monkey village over here, we're good to go. And like, these are DDT class balloons, dude, and we're just we're pooping on these things. Now, of course, whenever you play co-op, you're expecting a little bit of lag. So late game, we started to get a little bit of lag, but overall, it wasn't even that bad. I think the next question that we gotta want to ask ourselves though is, what about making these guys more powerful? All right. So we just wanted to see like, what are we doing here when we don't have any buffs? First of all, just the alchemist buff. That's it. But then what happens when we buff these guys even further? So there's a lot of things that we can do, obviously. The main thing is a quick monkey village. You can get a top path monkey village. You can get a middle path monkey village. Those are the 2 ones that you're going to kind of need over here. And then you can also go for overclocks or overcharging. So the overcharge, don't forget, is going to almost double your speed of your Inferno Ring. And then if you do an overclock on top of a overcharged guy, you can get about 3 times speed. So that's pretty legit over there, not going to lie. Round 99, though, big chunky DDTs coming in here. Reinforced DDTs, guys. These are reinforced DDTs. They don't even, like, barely make it halfway through the screen, and they're dead. They're dead. So a bad balloon, that's, like, the biggest weakness to the Inferno Ring. Can we truly take this thing down? I mean, it's doing a pretty good amount of damage here. These little Inferno blasts, I don't even know what to call them. The balls of fire. Great balls of fire. So LJ, whoo, man. Barely getting that thing up in time. He sold it just to like make it look cool, and then he forgot that DDTs pop out of a bad balloon. Almost lost us that game there. Not would have been that bad, but it was pretty close there, man. All right, so we beat it. Round 100, no problem. I guess the next question is like, well, how far can you get with Inferno Rings? Like, can you really do a good job here? So we're gonna blast through these guys a little bit further. We're gonna go for the overcharge. So we're gonna get all 4 of these Inferno Rings overcharged to 10 times speed. And as you can plainly see, increasing the speed quite drastically like this is awesome. These are around 110 mobs, BFBs, and oh my gods, and they don't even like get within a centimeter of the Inferno Rings range, and they're just dead. They're just gone. They're obliterated. They're smashed to smithereens. And like we're doing such a good job that, like I said, those Inferno balls that kind of usually kind of fly around, just kill things. They're going around. They're just randomly flying around, not knowing where to go, because we pop these Bloons so easily. So we're up to around 120 now. We've got our 2 villages all set up here. This is basically the max Inferno Rings that you would normally get. You've got 10 times overclock. You've got the village, both villages, which to me are actually quite important. Top path village, so you can get that extra range and damage. And then middle path village, so you got that purple popping power, which again is a pretty problematic situation for us. Literally, the only reason that we can lose is purple Bloons. As stupid as that is, it's the only reason we can lose. Another thing that we could do is we can continue to overclock and overcharge these guys. But at this point, dude, I didn't feel like going super late game, so we kind of just let the game flow for a little bit. We kind of want to see what we were going to do. So I decided not to do like a bunch of sentry bots and like all that junk to like keep everything always going. And all I really want to say though is like, look at it. Just look at it. Does that not look really cool? I mean, that's the best way that I could put it. It just looks overall like we're freaking studs. I want to do this with a couple other towers, but of course, I'm looking for what you guys are interested in. What kind of other towers would you like to see 4 of on the screen at the same time? Obviously, co-op is the only way that this can happen, so let me know in the comments below what you guys think are some cool towers that we should try and use together. There's a couple of them that I want to use, like the attack zone. I want to try something like a bottom path or middle path wizard, where we sort of like cycle through them or something like that. Cycle through them so their abilities are always on. And maybe even a super maelstrom. I thought that would be really cool to always have one activated, you know? Like, it's goofy, but like maybe it'll work. So what I decided to do is I decided to stop overclocking all of my towers. This is just them existing. No abilities being used anymore. Can we still take down these Bloons beyond round 125? And it finally got to the point where we can't take these guys down anymore. The DDTs are getting too fast. The balls, the problem with the balls is they're actually not moving fast enough to be able to hit the DDTs where you want them to be hit. And this is finally going to be the demise of us here, guys. The DDTs coming out here without any overclocks or anything. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you have not. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.